Good morning, dear listeners. Today we come to a podcast of the 7 laws of reality and being, as explained in my book with the same title, which is a commentary of the Kybalion and includes many of the arcane teachings. So today we speak about the prayer and the laws of reality, the relationships between prayer and the laws of reality. So the method of prayer is actually one of the most powerful and skillful methods, especially when nothing else actually works. Visualizations, self-statements, positive statements, self-assertions, etc. So basically, prayer has many different meanings. On the absolute level, prayer is simply resting and recognizing the state of mind of pure being. So that's the ultimate prayer. Basically, there is a total timeless presence in which there is no one praying to someone else in this case. But this is just one aspect, and there are many relative aspects. So for example, there are the aspects where one can pray to a higher being or higher self or a higher aspect of oneself. So basically one could still use the method of prayer knowing that there is absolutely oneness in the universe between all sentient beings and gods or creator gods or any theistic deity or divinities, etc. So because everything is just an aspect of one's own oneness in the timeless pure being. In any case, we also read the Kybalion, which states that the Absolute doesn't change in order to answer your prayers or requests. Basically, what happens is that when we pray, we basically trigger and put in motion certain laws which makes it possible for the things that we prayed for to manifest in time and space, from the timeless space of pure being. So basically we change our own self-perceptions of circumstances and events, and the object of the prayer, which can be God or a deity or Buddhas or awakened beings or angels or any objects of prayer, become like a catalyst for our own intrinsic change into our self-perception of reality. And this actually works very well because it sets in motion causes, primary and secondary causes for change, and even though it might take time, it can happen. And we find these references, of course, in the New Testament, where it says, whatsoever things you ask for when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. So this is basically the fact that you have confidence in your prayer. So confidence or faith in what you pray for. And so basically through prayer, when we ask and expect, because we have faith, we unconsciously develop the mental image in our mind of the conditions that we desire, and this sets in motion primary causes which through the low vibration materialize any ideals that we have. So in fact, prayer is one of the most powerful tools that we have at disposal in order first to become better beings, and secondly to realize our own potentiality of the timeless state of pure being. Also, there is another aspect which is when we praying what we regard as a holy object, we unconsciously develop the qualities associated with the concept that we have of that object. So, for example, if we pray to God and we have an idea of God, or a Buddha and we have an idea of Buddha, or Christ or a saint, we have an idea, and these are positive ideas, and therefore we develop the same characteristics that these objects of prayer embodies, like love, health, prosperity, wisdom, compassion, etc. And so these qualities are present within ourselves, but they are triggered by our mental image, which is reflected in the object of prayer. So therefore, that's why we can develop the same qualities. So basically, of course, there are beings which one can pray for, and one can receive help from deities and beings, because they are interdependent to what actions that we actually do. So there is a low cause and effect and a low vibration at work, and low interdependence, but this can set in motion all sorts of laws in our perceptions, and all sorts of causes and conditions. Basically, it is a very good view to develop, the one of praying, because we develop good qualities, and we eventually become present to our own state of emotional state, and we can develop a presence of mind. We can and then we can abide in the present moment, and through this we can achieve our aims more easily. So there is much more to be said about prayers, but all this information can be found in my book, The 7 Laws of Reality and Being, where it is explained in details how the low cause and effect and low vibrations work interdependently. And so this is all for today, and I will look forward to speak to you again in the next podcast. Thank you very much for listening.